I'm going to record to the computer as well. Okay, welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection networking group. This is for anybody who wants to network with us. It's primarily focused on military veterans, first responders, advocate groups, their families, or anybody who wants to do business to business networking with us. So for the next 55 minutes or so here, we start each meeting with a moment of silence, just to do either pray or just have some time of meditation, whatever you need to do, just set aside to, and if you do pray, please pray for our military who are and our first responders who are in harm's way, and also our veterans as well. And then we have the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem. I'll talk a little bit about what the Scuttlebutt Club is and how to use it to invite people and also to sign up to be a spotlight speaker. We're always looking for people to step up and tell us more about yourself. And then we'll have our business briefs. I'll turn that part of the meeting over to Mary Ann. You'll get everybody in the meeting gets 60 seconds to tell about what you do, who you are, where you're from, or whatever you want to talk about for 60 seconds. And Santa Papa John is always our faithful timer. So he'll be setting the timer on that. And you can also put your information in the chat during that time. And then we'll have our hero highlight and our spotlight speaker. And then we end the meeting with a quick inspirational thought and then announcements and reminders. So let's go ahead and get started. Now for our Pledge of Allegiance, if you are able to stand, this is a good time to do that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America
and to the
and
republic
for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty
liberty,
and justice
for all.
And now we have the national anthem. Kind of like that one.
Yeah.
So if you go to your web browser and type in the scuttlebutt.club, it should bring up the landing page that I created for this group. And there is the Zoom registration link. If you invite people, make sure to tell them to use the email that they set up their Zoom account with, not the one they used for their alignable, unless it's one and the same. And it has the meeting agenda to give idea what to expect. And also there's a spotlight speaker form. If you'd like to be a spotlight speaker, please go on there and check as many dates as possible so I can schedule you. It'll populate your information into a spreadsheet that I use. And if you pick as many dates as you can, that makes it easier for me to schedule you. And you can also schedule a one-to-one with me. There is a link to our Facebook group, our YouTube channel, and our Alignable group. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen so we can all see each other. And I'll turn this portion of the meeting over to Marianne. And Marianne, we've had a couple people, I think, pop in new. So if you want to kind of explain what this part of the meeting is about.
Okay, so everybody gets 60 seconds. You can tell us anything you want, but normally you're going to tell us a little bit about what you do and who is a good introduction for you, or how you support your customers. Sometimes I would also say, tell us what problem you solve. So if this is a networking, we want to try to reach out to people and do introductions. Those are the best way to do it. So we're going to go ahead and start with Natalie.
Well, I'm so glad to be back. Hello. Who do you know who has a chronic disease going on, like heart problems, diabetes, arthritis, autoimmune problems? Did you know that 6 out of 10 adults in the United States have these problems, and 4 out of 10 have more than one? $3.8 trillion are spent in treating these situations each year. And the average person who has one of these chronic diseases spends $6,000 out of pocket for treatment. You see, all are preventable. Our food industry and our personal choices are robbing us of energy and purpose. So we can either choose a standard of wellness, or we will be on the standard of care for chronic disease. What is your choice?
Great. Thank you very much, Natalie. Okay, Angela, why don't you go next?
Hey, everybody. I am Angela Nelson. I am your host here. Also, I am a multipreneur. I primarily am an agent, a licensed agent with WealthWave. We teach people how money works, all those things that they didn't teach us in high school or college. And a lot of times people find themselves even in my age or any of our ages and don't know the things that we try to equip people. We try to equip, empower, and educate people about money. I'm also a Legal Shield associate. One of the things that happens when people start getting their money issues in order, they also find that they need to get a will done or they need an attorney to have consultations. So I can help with that. And I have other tools in my belt as well, but I mainly would like to have a one-to-one with each and every one of you to see how I can help you, how I can send referrals to you. And I'm so glad to have each and every one of you here. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Angela. Is it Tamari?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon,
There you go.
everyone. It's Tamari. My name is Tamari, and into the financial space too, as Angela was saying. I do help people put protection in place using insurance. I do help people with their retirement plan, put something in place for retirement and so forth. And yeah, and it's all faith-based, and I love helping and serving others. So that's basically what I do. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Ruben.
Oh, you still got 30 seconds. Do you have a company that you're... Oh,
Where are
that's
you
weird.
from?
Okay, I got a weird thing.
Where are you from?
Oh, okay. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from Jamaica.
Am I
I'm
still...
hearing an echo.
Yeah, we're all echoing now, and I don't know why. Tamari
It
was echoing.
stopped as soon as she muted, so she'll
Oh,
probably have.
perfect. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tamari. Okay, let's go with Ruben. Do you want to say anything, Ruben?
Yes, I would just like to say I really appreciate Tamara you joining us at our group here. It's a great, great group. my presentation, guys, it's basically my journey in life. I've got different particular experiences, but the main purpose here is I also put in my calendar. So I want to reach out to each and every one of you to find out what you want, because I network, as you know, every single day, and I meet a lot of people, and I can really help refer you. But I need to know basically where you are at a given time. And I'll just show you the tools that I use to promote my business if you know of anybody. Okay. Thank you, Marianne.
All right, thank you. Okay, I guess we'll move on over to Kurt then, if you want to reset us, Santa Papa John.
There we go. I keep loving these sound bites. Let's get on moving over to Kurt. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Kurt Roskov, aka Special K, here to brighten up your day. So let's get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a podcaster and I'm also a proud ambassador of Project Die Hard. Project Die Hard, we combat veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. And with Project Die Hard, I helped the nonprofit form a great Monday program. We're going to be meeting on our restream in a few hours, and at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, we're going to be on for our Mission Monday program. I do have our YouTube channel in the chat there above that car giveaway. Can you believe it? Attending today, you can win a car. How fantastic is that? And for pet's sake, we're going to feature a few people who have been on the show with Greg. I got the links in the chat. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Kurt. Okay, Santa Papa John, you want to reset it for yourself? Santa, oh, there he is.
I can do that. I had to, unmute first. Hey guys, I'm Santa Papa John, and yeah, lots of things going on here, and so excited. There's a potential huge announcement here by the end of the week to take me to the next level, to do some serious promoting with a couple from the Hollywood area of California. So working on some details for that. It could be a worldwide promotion, so I'm excited. But hey, the Warriors Beacon of Hope, and thank you for all our veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. My website is growing slowly and positively because I'm gaining traction on it, because I'm helping veterans, and we all know veterans need our help every now and then. So there's meetings, there's scholarships, there is services on that website. So, and soon to come, travel discounts for veterans. That's pretty awesome. I'm Santa Papa John. How can I help you?
Great job, Santa. Okay, Jay, you're up.
Okay, well, in the past, I've talked about my fixed product a lot, but today I'm going to talk mostly about Vericel, which is our new product, which is basically about immune support. So it's based on the aloe vera leaf. We all know that the little juice that you squeeze out of the leaf is an incredible healer. The only problem is you can't squeeze that out and keep it out on a shelf or in a bottle, because after 12 to 24 hours, it doesn't work unless you develop a stabilizing compound, which has been done. And so now that's in our Vericel product. It's a great healer for the immune system, or the gut, I should say, as well. And then we added some other elements to it that improves the cell-to-cell communication. So you got support for immune system in different ways.
Thank you very much, Jay. Appreciate that. Okay, Barry, you're up.
My turn. Hey, I'm Barry Street in the alternative health and wellness business. Did you know that 1 in 3 adults suffers from sleep disorders? If you're one of those adults, I would challenge you that there's probably one ingredient. You're probably sleeping with your cell phone or your iPad or a TV on, and you're getting electromagnetic radiation. Children face the same problem because they're on all these electronics in school every day, and they're exposed to 7 times more to this radiation. We came up as a company in our health and wellness with this little black box. It's called the M Guard. This box will actually harmonize out all the harmful electromagnetic radiation waves in your home. So if you know anybody who's on their computer more than 2 hours a day, on a cell phone, any electronics, this is a must-have for the home, the office, or the car. If you know anybody who drives an EV, they're actually driving a microwave box. So this is a must to be put in the car. So if you know anybody looking to better their health, would appreciate the referral. Thank you. Your health is your ultimate wealth.
Yes.
It is. Okay, thank you. Let's see, we got another person coming in. Okay, if we can reset it, and then Jim, you're up.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jim. I work with men who have experienced trauma and who are left lost, confused, or angry. The traditional methods to heal have not worked. It might be time for an out-of-the-box modality. Men who work with me experience peace and process their trauma. I have 3 programs, one for young men. It turns young men into real men. And I will tell you, a mom told me 5 years after I worked with her son that her son has the wisdom of his grandfather after working with me. And I talked to him 2 weeks ago. That man is amazing. And then I have 2 other programs for men who feel broken and for men who are just deeply stuck and unhappy. I'm Jim Peconin, and I make life better for those with trauma.
Wonderful. Did he finish? He did. Okay, I didn't hear it go off. Jim, thank you very much. Okay, Salvatore.
Hello, my name is Salvatore. I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm an insurance broker. I do all insurances except for auto insurance. So I provide wealth for like families and provide a better future for families, especially who are starting out, just like me. Like I'm a father as well of 2 twins. Well, I have one twin set of twins. I have a boy and a girl who are 1 year old. And yeah, that's all I do. Also, I do medical insurance, property and casualty, investment funds, individual, group life and health, and I provide great benefits for all.
Okay, you got 8 seconds left. I don't know if you want to add anything.
I guess that's all.
You're good. Okay, thank you very much, Salvatore. Greg, you're going to be up there. Santa's going to reset you in just a second. All right, go ahead, Greg.
I'm a firm believer that our pets should not only live longer, they should feel better as well. Hello, I'm Greg Boone. I'm a veteran, an author. I'm passionate about helping people and their pets thrive at the cellular level through mitochondrial health, because life depends on it. And I would like to invite everybody to be a guest on my podcast coming up soon. The 4th Thursday of every month. So you could reach out to me. I'd sure appreciate that. And I don't want to forget my mission to help rescue horses. New York State, I see, has already banned the slaughter. So
thank you very much, Greg. Appreciate that. Okay, Dan.
All right. If you remember last week, hopefully you used a few tax tips and saved yourself some money because you work hard and you deserve to keep it. I help stop financial stress, whatever that may be, and for everybody it could be different. But often for business owners, we help them find the money they need, whether it's tax breaks, things like that, or help them get the money to grow their business. On the flip side, I'm going to talk on the other end because I've done all financial services, everything under the belt. I've trained about 80,000 financial reps over the last 33 years. And what I've specialized in more is helping a lot of those reps and individuals, especially business owners, protect what they've worked so hard for. you start off in one thing, tax deductions we talked about last week, but what about protecting everything you worked for the last 20, 30, 40 years? 90% of the people don't have a living trust. So they're in partnership with the government. It's going to go through probate and it causes family problems. So let's stop
Thank you very much, Dan.
let's stop
Oh.
the family stress. Get the financial house in order.
There's Dan. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know why we got echo again. All right, Rob, do you want to jump in, Rob?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm a veteran, and I'm going to tell you why I do what I do, and then through that, what I do. So 3 years ago, my wife was suffering with menopause and arthritis. The medical world dropped her off at anti-inflammatories, painkillers, and muscle relaxers. Some friends of ours turned us on to this quarter-size patch, LifeWave X39, and what it did was it began to reset her stem cells. And within 3 months, she was 100% pain-free. In the last 3 years, we've seen results, everything from kids that are non-speaking with autism, people with heart conditions, veterans with PTSD, people with macular degeneration, and I mean, the list just goes on and on. Dementia, Parkinson's disease, and if we do that by resetting the stem cells. So I appreciate it, everybody. And as a side note, I just came back from an honor flight on Saturday. It was amazing.
Great job. Thank you very much, Rob. Okay, Lad, you are up, Lad. Lad, you're up.
Okay, now, if you can start me over, that'd be great. I couldn't get my mic on for some reason. All right. Well, hey, I'm a veteran. I work with business owners, coaches, sales professionals, pretty much anyone that does online or offline networking, and really their goal is to attract their ideal clients and book appointments. And I show them very clear ways how to be able to make that happen so they can fill up their calendar with 5, 10, 15 appointments a week, and then convert those people into paid clients so they can make money in their business. I created a great conversion system that I put in place organically that took my business from nothing to over $1 million a year, and actually assisted one of my people that was a face of my product who did the same thing and made several million. And then I came on here on Alignable to connect with people to be able to do the same for their business. If you're interested to be able to find out, you are open to it, and I can give you a free 1-hour strategy session. Typically, I charge $200 outside of Alignable, but inside Alignable, I don't charge anything for it. So it's a free 1-hour strategy session to give you the details on how words convert. You want to meet with me? Get to meetwithlad.com, and I'll see you soon.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Lad. Melissa just joined us. Melissa, you want to give your 60-second quick?
Betty, I'm Melissa Yaklovich, and I am a proud wealth builder, and thank you for having me here. We help to connect families and small businesses with solutions on the financial side from 15 days old to 55 years old or plus. Looking forward to helping families and coming up with their financial solutions for retirement and figuring out the perfect ways so that they can live through their retirement versus their retirement, them outliving their retirement. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I am last then. So if you want to reset me, Santa, thank you so much. I'll wait for Santa to, oh, there he goes. Okay, Marianne Guinea here. And, most of my life I've been making decisions that help people to make sense, because those kinds of decisions can't be left
You're
to
muted.
just, it sounds, I'm not muted. Is anybody else not hearing me?
Here.
You hear me? Okay. And what I realized is most people aren't struggling because they want more. They're struggling because the decisions they're making are not clear. They don't have complete information. So I'm showing people these days how to do that, whether it's health, finances, or how to spend their time. Because when you cut through the noise, you know the difference. The average person who shops with us at Melaleuca saves between $50 and $250 a month. I've had people save as much as $500 a month. They also get fresh products that don't have cancer-causing agents in them. So when time, money, and convenience are all important to you and you want clarity in that, come and have a conversation with me. Angela, back up to you.
You do such a great job with our co-hosting and doing our business briefs. Thank you so much. All right. So today our hero highlight is going to be coming from Ruben. Ruben, I know you've talked to us on other occasions about your service, but we have new people here today. And also include in that, if you could, how you feel like your service has helped you in the entrepreneurial world. And I'm going to stop sharing. So you're muted. You're muted.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay. Well, guys, at the time, I was in a fraternity house in California and taking some classes and all. Really didn't really know what direction I was going to be going to. Neither did I. Was working multiple jobs. And so all of a sudden, Vietnam came up, and I told all my guys, "Hey, we're going to be drafted." And he said, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Well, we have a choice. We can sign up." And so they all got in my car and we went over and we signed up. I signed up for 7 years as a medic for the Guard, and I was attached to a Marine base down in Camp Pendleton. And what I learned there in the 7 years, basically, is a lot of medical treatments that were offered at that time. We were obviously surrounded by a lot of pharmaceutical companies as well. But what I really liked about it is the relationship I had with my fellow teammates and how they've grown in different directions. I still keep in touch with some of them. One is basically lives in San Francisco, and we talk regularly. And he likes what I'm doing. He's also an artist. I tell him I paint with artists. They paint to heal. I paint to market. So I try to show them how to market their artwork on social media. So anyway, but to get to the point here is I learned a lot about myself and how I can stretch myself and focus on different things. And the Guard and basic training is certainly an eye opener.
Isn't that a nice picture of Ruben? You look so young. You look like a baby there. One thing that struck me when my boys graduate, well, I didn't get to go to the second one's Marine Corps graduation because it was during COVID, but the first one, how young all those men are that are graduating. They just look like babies. But yeah, so Ruben is also our spotlight speaker today. Thank you for sharing that with us, Ruben. And I'm going to turn this part of the meeting over to you. Let me stop sharing. Ruben's got, man, he's got quite a lot of awards through Alignable. He is probably our top invite person here for this group. Most people here were invited by Ruben. So Ruben, you've got like 15 minutes on the clock. Just take it away. Show us what you do.
Okay. First of all, can you see what I got going on here?
Yes.
Okay. The present button is not working here. You notice that? There we go. There we got it. I got it now. It should be coming. Okay, fine. All righty. Can you see that now, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that'll give you an idea there. And then let's go see if I can get this thing working. Shift. Okay. 1 second here. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, guys, when I was when I was in the Guard as a medic, and I graduated, they asked me essentially my buddies asked me what I was going to do. And so I said, well, I really don't know. And I researched pharmaceutical companies at that time. And one that got my attention was Pfizer, because they just launched a Sabin vaccine for young kids. And it's interesting right now what what we're going through with vaccines. It's amazing if you listen to the news, the daily news, they're having some big issues on vaccines per se. Do they really help, or do they cause harm? But at that time, this company here was the winner, and so I went to New York, learned all about that, and that was one of my ventures there. And then at that time in California, again, I used to sail Hobie cats. They're catamaran racing car. I self-taught myself how to sail. And when I was calling on pharmacists, I showed them basically how to sail, and we'd go to Catalina and all that. But I wanted to do something different. So there was a sensei that I met. He had a dojo, and he taught me Shotokan karate. And that was really an interesting dynamic because you really had a kind of a field mask, but it would be a disciplined fight. And my sensei said to me, Ruben, he says, would you like to go to Hawaii? I said, Sensei, I'd love to go to Hawaii. You can go free of charge. All you got to do is fight. Well, at that time, I had a green belt. Now I had a purple belt. But he didn't tell me that I had to fight black belts. And it's a whole lot of different skill sets. That one guy that you see right there, he was trying to finish off my leg. My leg was pretty well worked over by the previous fighters. So he wanted to come in and do the coup d'etat right on it. So I immediately reversed my tactic and got him on the Adam's apple, as you can see in that. And of course, I raised all kinds of red flags because they said that was like street fighting. But anyway, I did win my free trip to Hawaii. That was really, really cool. Okay. Next thing is I got kind of tired of working with Pfizer. I wanted to do something different. And I knew I wanted to leave California for some reason to see other parts of the country. So what gave me that opportunity was this sign company. They're in Torrance, California. They manufacture these modular signs so that small independent business people in strip malls can compete against those big signs that you see on McDonald's and stuff. And so, as you can see, what we did is they gave you a sample, a small sample, and you walk into a businessman's strip mall facility, set it up there, and then make your presentation. And being an artist, I would draw what I think that they would need to attract attention. We had the traffic counts. We had all the information from City Hall to provide them. And then they say yes, and they write a 20% deposit. That was our pay. Guys, that was really a cool awakening. I said, hey, I love this. So I started going up and down the coast selling signs. Then this guy said, hey, Ruben, if you help me develop my business, I'll help you. I said, where's that? I'm moving to Kansas City, and that's where I went. So I left my family and friends, moved to Kansas City, and became a manager and opened up several organizations out of Nashville, Tennessee. Then I went up to Coriopolis, Pennsylvania, and opened up a district up there. So it was quite a it was a big kind of an ego thing too, because they call themselves one call closers. You know, where you can go in, close the deal, and walk out with a check. So that was fun. Anyway, at that time, I did my research again, and there was a company out of Fort in Texas, and they dealt with the eye, and they saw me, and I was interviewing, and they wanted to hire me to do this. They had this what they call a hemostat, and what I had to do is I had to dress up with the surgeons in the OR, and they would be doing cranial surgery, and they would open up someone's skull, but there'd be all kinds of blood in there, and they had to find the target. So this hemostat, you'd put it in there, and it would suck up all the blood, and they had a really good target. So for about 18 months, I sold that. They sold it to a bigger company, and then they offered me a job with this company, Alcon Labs, and so I stayed with them. And In the meantime, my buddy, who was also in that field, became an author, and he actually wrote about what we did, well, how we called on doctors, and what we did. We were referred to as detail men. So I did the cover. I did my artwork and did the cover, and this is available on Amazon. It was the top seller there. It was kind of an interesting thing. And then I found For Life. Guys, For research basically is mother's milk. It's a molecule derived from mother's milk. When a mother has to give you a calf has no immunity at all so the cow provides the milk, gives them the immunity. Well, this science was established a long, long time ago, where people would inject someone, take out a syringe, and provide them an immunity system to build their immune system up from anything that they would catch. And that's why, like children themselves, kids are really common carriers of different types of pathogens, especially when they start going to school and all, and they really don't have a strong immune system. So I did my research on this, and then the doctors I was calling on also recognized it, because the For Life research is in every physician's desk reference manual. So it had a lot of credibility, had a lot of trust value in there. So I started out with them. And lo and behold, here's the research here. Back in 1949, Dr. Lawrence here, about 70 years of research and many, many publications. It's called transfer factors. And they're a molecule, and the company is out of Sandy, Utah. And here's basically the information that they provide, and that's what I got involved in. The interesting thing about it, at the same time, I was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic from my doctor, so I started taking these supplements that control my blood sugar level, and then also cut down the appetite for sweets per se. So that really helped me out. I had my blood monitor every 3 months, and it proved to me that it was working. Then I wanted to get into an area here where I wanted to provide a marketing platform for all of my ventures. So I signed up with Sendoc cards. We have a lady here that's part of our group here in the veterans group here. She's with Lifeway right now, and she introduced me to this company. And what I did invert and what I really wanted to do is use this particular tool to, number one, for my family and friends, but also my customers. If they get a nice card from me after we had a one-to-one or whatever, they'd get it in the mailbox. But since now everything's going to AI, they came up with a digital format where you don't really necessarily have to have you can send it through text, or you can send it through email. Each and every one of these ventures I have, guys, I designed a dynamic QR code link. They're all in the chat. I think there's about 4 or 5 of them. If you get a chance, just kind of preview them and for yourself, and see if you can use each and every one of them. As you can see right here, I created a QR code, creating memories with Sendoc cards. Someone scans that. If you have your phone handy, it'll take you right to a landing page to show the benefits of that particular product. It's really, it's instant information that people need if they're interested in what you have to deal with. So I incorporated that with Sendoc cards, and that's what I'm using now. Also, I'm using it to promote my art. As I said, I paint with artists. I have a program here where I paint and I produce my artwork on Instagram. There's also a link involved in that you can see there that shows them basically how I promote my artwork on Instagram. I started out with about 200 followers about a year ago. I have over 1,000 followers now. The reason being, it's nothing, no magic. It's I use the tools that they provide me. With each posting of artwork that I put in, I pair them with music. And that really, it's a dynamic change. So that'll give you kind of an idea Here's here's another idea that I provide a QR code. I design it with the artwork, pair it with music. Pretty kind of neat. And then I'm able to incorporate all that I have here with my lovely family. You'll see my son Christopher there, my wife next to him, and a couple of other key professionals here. My son's a financial advisor. My wife is a realtor. We have a elder law attorney. We have a relocator for people that want to know where they want to go with their mom and dad when the time comes. And they put this whole thing together as they call it the Senior Journey Alliance. I developed the QR code, and as you can see down below, there's a custom link, 1QR./SJA. So I help them with regard to that. So it's a family business type thing. Here's my big family, and right there in the middle is my mother-in-law. She celebrated her 103rd birthday, and we had a big celebration at the nursing home. My wife told the manager that I had a band when I was in high school. So the lady came up to me, said, "Ruben, did you sing?" And I said, "Yeah." So now I'm their karaoke singer every month at the nursing home. So I got another gig going. So that should take care of that. And thanks for listening.
Wow, that's amazing. You are such a multifaceted individual, Ruben, and it's just amazing. And it's cool how it seems like everything you do that's so well synergistically together, everything kind of came together with the things you do now. So, anybody have any questions? We've got a couple minutes. Natalie, you're muted.
How about if he records for us the Star Spangled Banner, and then you could play it one Monday for us?
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Natalie, that is cool.
if you do that, I can upload it also to our YouTube channel, and then that way I can share it on our screen. So next time you do that, you ask them. That's a great idea, Natalie. I love it. If any of you all ever see like a really cool national anthem, send it to me. And, send me an email, and I'll take a look at it and maybe use it. So, Jim, you have your hand up. We can't see you, but you're muted. There you go.
Well, it takes a lot to impress me, but Ruben, you blew me away. I had a neighbor who was kind of famous. He was known as the Norman Rockwell of Canada. He also wrote a book called the Angelic Series, 9 of them. And I was in the middle of converting those to two-way interactive digital dialogue when he died. Now, normally I tell people not to use QR codes because I hold the only license in North America, but I listen very well. And you're a guy that I don't want to see you change. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I gotta say, the QR code, the one QR that Ruben turned me onto that I use as well is just phenomenal. And as far as the send out cards go too, like I have like a whole stack of cards that I've gotten from Ruben over the years that we've known each other. And I remember after I had my open heart surgery in 2021, getting cards, a lot of send out cards from people, and even food through send out cards. Like I was getting cookies. It's a cool thing. So, all right. Well, we will move on.
One thing I'd like to close with is, guys, I'm going to be celebrating my 83rd birthday in July. Okay, so now you take where you are right now. Take you where you are, your age. Okay, minus 83. Guys, look at the potential you have to shape the world as you want with your goods and services. You got it.
I needed to hear that. Thank you, Ruben. All right. Well, I encourage you all to get in touch with Ruben, set up a one-to-one, promote him, join his Instagram channel, all the connecting and promoting that you can do for him. Our inspirational thought today is to accomplish great things. We must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe.
Nice.
And I'm going to stop sharing. I want to thank everybody for being here. Also want to thank all of our veterans for your service to this country. And I'm going to stop so we can all see each other. Does anyone have any announcements or any testimonials of doing business with or networking with anyone here in our group?
Yeah, as you're talking about vets, I just mentioned to Kurt. So here's an open offer. How many people are here?
16?
16.
No.
16.
Oh, well,
Man, this may cost me a fortune. All right. Everybody go to YouTube and type in what I'm about to tell you. B as in BE, the one, ONE, comma, national commander. If you watch that video and you do not cry, send me your email. I'll buy you $100 dinner. I have yet to pay off on that bet. My goal is to become the communications coordinator for all 7.5 million vets under that program. And by the way, Kurt, I forgot, he's from Wisconsin.
So you're going to need to go to the internet, like look it up and copy and paste the link for that into the chat. That way we can
I can
find
do
it.
that.
Great, great. That'd be good.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. Is there anything any of us can help one another with while we have a few minutes left on the clock? Anybody need have any events coming up? I encourage you to go to Kurt's event this evening, right? At 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 Central Time here in Milwaukee. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Santa, Papa John, I hope that your opportunity unfolds for you in Cali, Hollywood. All right. Well, thank you all for being here.
The
And
conversation is getting really interesting.
oh, that's good. Well, if it's playing the part of the next Santa on the next Santa movie, you got it.
Yes, he does.
Ranking member Moran.
And I would say anybody that talks to Santa ends up with a big smile at the end of the day, just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jim, I muted you. There was some background noise. Yeah, I do hope that works out though. Do you I know a lady who is a photographer, and that they're like one of the main photographers in Pensacola, Florida. And they do like basically the whole month of November and December, and then also in the spring for Easter they do all the shoots. But anyways, for the Christmas ones, I know they're looking for a Santa. So they had one that they still have him, but he's not doing well for health. But it's a great place to go spend November and December.
Wouldn't be too bad, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off, and if anybody needs to reach me, you've got my information in the chat, and it's good to see everybody here today. Thank you all for coming. Come back next.
Everybody share a smile today.
Yes, bring somebody with you next week, and we'll see you then.
Save the chat.
Same bat.
It was good to see everybody.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.